And hey there, it's me Mudlink and welcome to the brand new Let's Play on the channel. Today we're going to be starting Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. Now I've been a big Fire Emblem fan for years, and I've always, when it comes to this channel, I was like, I want to do Fire Emblem early, like really early on. And there's a lot of games to go through, so it's fine by me. So yeah, why did I start with this game specifically? Well, I mean, I like this game. I like Shadow Dragon quite a lot. I could have played the original NES version, but I prefer this version, not gonna lie. Although, battle animations are kind of... yeah, I will say that. The battle animations are kind of off, as you can see, but for the most part, there's a lot of things I like about this game. There's all the different options for classes, all the different things that this version specific version added. Just a lot I like. And when it comes to Fire Emblem games, this one I know quite a lot compared to other ones, since I played this one a lot. It also isn't that hard to remember stuff from this. See, on this run, of course, I'm going to be playing with a patch, technically. Basically, all it does is a couple of things. It's the Sire full content patch. You're going to see what it does. Actually, as you can see, Special Prologue introduces the story and gameplay in normal mode. The prologue is also included there in that little line, thanks to Sire. So basically, you can play the prologue on hard mode and reap the benefits from playing the prologue, which we'll get into when we finish the prologue in this episode. Because yeah, we're doing the whole prologue. The prologue is very short. There's only 4 chapters in it, and they're all very short maps. Just too hard one. Long ago, Medius, king of the Dragon King, conquered the continent of Arcania, giving rise to an age of fear and despair for all its people. The tyranny was broken, however, when an unlikely hero intervened. A young man hailing from the Altea region appeared with a divine blade in hand. Fang of Dragon and Blade of Light locked in battle, and in the end, Blade prevailed. For some time after, the land enjoyed an age of peace. However, after a century's passing, the Shadow Dragon returned. He forged an alliance with a fiendish sorcerer who sought to rule the world, and their combined might toppled kingdom upon unsuspecting kingdom. Again, darkness threatened to engulf the continent. It fell upon the king of Altea, sole descendant of the Dragon Slayer hero, to sally forth with a divine blade and fulfill his blood destiny. His son, Prince Marth, remained at home with his boy's mother, his elder sister, and a garrison manned by Altea's neighbor and ally, Gra. Thus the boy applied himself to the ways of both pen and sword, until one day... Prologue 1. Prince Marth, are you awake? Begging your pardon, sire, but the princess has asked to see you. Alice, is she all right? She seemed to be, sire, but her words implied a certain urgency. She bade you dress quickly and wait by the throne. Has something happened? It's our forces off in Gra, sire. There seems to have been some sort of incident, but well, I'm not privy to the specifics. I see. Thank you, I'll be there shortly. My sister said she would meet me by the throne. An incident in Gra? If Ella says news of our father, I pray it's good news. Anyway, yep. I'm also going to be talking about every single character, because in this content patch we're actually going to be able to see every character, which we'll get into the specifics as to why that's a special kind of case after, for people who haven't played this game. So anyway, let's talk about each of the... I'll also be talking about in detail about each of the units and their utility and all that. So let's start with Marth. Marth is the epitome of the Fire Emblem lore, and it's for, I guess, sort of the good and bad. Not really. The standard Fire Emblem lore isn't usually good in the games. It all depends, but this specific kind, the one that's locked to swords, locked to foot, this one can't even, Marth can't even promote. He can go to level 30, but he can't promote. You know, this game also has a lot of lances, so yeah, it's also not helping him either, since, you know, weapon triangle exists. You know, lances just beat him out completely. He has only one utility, and that's like something we have to get into later. Once we get that specific item, yeah, there's only one thing he can really do. Anyway, Marth's base stats are meh. They're decent. On this difficulty, they're not terrible. On hard 5 though, yeah, these base stats are not really all that good. Anyway, his stats. His growth rates, I meant. Marth's growth rates are as follows: 80% HP, 50% strength, 0% magic, 40% skill, 50% speed, 70% luck, 20% defense, and 2% res. A common trope in the Arcania games, resistance doesn't exist, basically. Like, in the original game, it literally didn't exist. They added the resistance stat in Shadow Dragon and New Mystery. Although, for the most part, yeah, you can't actually, like, really get it up. Only very few units actually have a growth rate in it, including Marth, who has a 2% growth. There are higher growths for res, but I think there's only like 3, maybe 4 characters that have higher than 2% in res. So yeah, Marth's is pretty average growth rates across the board. His only problem is his low base strength at the moment, and doesn't help later on with all the lance units, which makes your damage output even less. Well, only by like 1 point, depending on the rank, but like, depending on like difference in rank or whatever. But like, yeah, Marth has a hard time with damage in like the normal chapters. In this mode though, in the first chapter, he one-rounds pretty much everything. Anyway, he also has the rapier, which is effective against cavalry and armored units. It's like the same stats as an iron sword, except that it's 10 more might, 10 more crit. Sorry, not 10 more might. If I had 10 more might, I'd be fucking busted. There wouldn't be a problem with Marth, since most of the bosses are cavalry or armored units. There's gonna be another unit that has a similar weapon, but is much better. But anyway, over here, that's him, Prince Marth. What? Who are you? We're soldiers of Grawl, little prince, and if you know what's good for you, you'll surrender to us without making any trouble. Surrender? That's ridiculous. Why would I surrender to the army of an allied kingdom? They don't tell you much, do they? No matter. You'll have the full story soon enough. Now lay down your sword. I will not. I am the Prince of Altea. I will not yield to you or any other nation here on my own land, under my own castle roof. You talk big, brat. Have it your way. If you won't lay down your sword, then we'll just have to take your life instead. Right, you're these axe units. At least like early game, there's a lot of axe units, so that's better for Marth. Although, yeah, mid game is where Marth really struggles. Anyway, yeah, the animations in this game, they're not all too great. Oh, and actually dodge something. Dodging is something you're not going to see that often. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're not going to see dodging that often. And like, it's weird. It's honestly weird how high like hit rates are in this game. Well, he's fighting back. I'll show him. No, the throne. I have to get rid of him. I have to get rid of him before my sister arrives. They're both gonna attack me. Okay, we don't run that one round this guy because of the weapon triangle. So yeah, this is very easy map. Oh, we can get a Marth level up. Here you go. And we get another vulnerability, which just heals 10 HP when you use it. HP, strength, skill, speed, luck. Oh my god, okay, that's a good Marth level up at least. I don't think we'll be seeing much of those. Not like it matters. I don't think I'm gonna be using Marth like. I mean, he's the Lord. You sort of like. Actually, no, you don't really need to use Marth. You can pretty much like. There's a staff you get pretty early on that just. Well, you don't have to really play the game with it. So Marth, you don't really have to train up. I'm still gonna train him up somewhat, but probably not. I'm also gonna be using a lot of memes in this. A lot of meme units in this game. Marth, are you alright? Sister, what is happening? Steady yourself, Marth. I have grave news. Our father was defeated by the dull or aggressed allied forces. What? No. It was Gra, our own ally, betrayed us and struck Father's army from the rear. I am not sure if he is safe. The scouts who returned gave conflicting reports. Father, it can't be. As we speak, soldiers sent by Gra are trying to take the castle. Mother and I were separated during the escape. I do not know where she is. Marth, I need you to listen to me. You must flee the castle. Go on without me. What? We have not many soldiers left. This is hard to bear, I know, but the castle is lost. We must face that. I will look for Mother and join you as soon as I can. You find Jagan and get away from here, far away. Understood? All right. But promise you won't be long. Goodbye, Marth. May you live long. Basically, I'm gonna be using a lot of meme units because I like doing meme units for Fire Emblem. You're gonna see who those are after. Oh, I love this song. This is very, I love the music in Shadow Dragon so much. It's honestly such an amazing soundtrack. Sire. Frey? Abel, you're alive! Yes, sire. Princess Alice bade us to protect you. Sir Malladus stayed behind to accompany you. Sire, we must be quick. Sir Jagan awaits us at the gates. Blast, this won't do. How did Gra's soldiers ever make it this far? Jagan and the others will be caught like mice. We need to seize the gates and secure the area immediately. I don't have to worry about these other guys' voices because there's not really much dialogue with the other characters in the story, which kind of sucks since it was kind of like a product of its time, basically. But whatever. Anyway, let's talk about 2 more units. Here we have, I forgot, you press X to show enemy, like all the enemy range, which honestly is really good. Anyway, here's our 2 Cavaliers. Here's Frey. Frey is only in the prologue. So if you play hard mode normally, you'll never see this guy. He wasn't in the original game either. He was one of the few additions one of the few additional characters they've added into Shadow Dragon. And I like Frey a lot. Frey has, good base stats. Growths are as follows: 80% HP, 35% strength, 0% magic, so 55% skill, 55% speed, 45% luck, 20% defense, 0% res. So yeah, cavalry movement has been just buffed overall with all the units, with like almost all the classes pretty much. So 9 movement cavaliers. I love that. He also has as you see by his ranks, when it comes to cavaliers, the best thing you need is lance rank in this game. The closer you get the closer you are to C rank at base, the better. And just D rank in general, like javelins are nice to throw around. You get a nice 1-2 range option when you fight, so you don't have to face counterattacks on some enemies. It's one thing that sword locked units are kind of bad for. Like in other games, and New Mystery at least, there's a ranged sword, which does help at least. But in this game, I don't think you get that ranged sword unless the Zero-San full contact patch has that sword. I don't remember. So yeah, Frey is probably gonna be a unit I use a lot because, he's just a good character overall. Anyway, next we have Abel, who has the same ranks as him. He actually comes with a javelin. He is around the same, 1 point lower strength and then higher in speed, and his growth rates don't reflect that, but when you compare it to Frey, but growth rates are still pretty decent overall. 65% HP, 40% strength, 0% magic, 50% skill, 50% speed, 25% luck, 20% defense, and 0% res. I guess the only problem he's gonna have, both of them kind of for a bit, is luck. They'll be facing crit on some enemies, which I don't think these guys have crit. Nope, they don't. So you have to watch out later on for like, you know, just in case for low percent crits. Like yeah, like mounted units are just really good in this game since, well, if you're not going to be skipping every map pretty much with that one, with the very famous staff that we'll get into when we see it. You know, they're just good overall, you know. I'm a big fan of the Cavaliers throughout all the Fire Emblem games. In this game, they don't have like the same amount of utility as they do in others. Like there's in the GBA games and Tellius games, there's the rescuing mechanic, which I think makes Cavaliers much better. I like the idea of that. There's none of that in the Arcanea games, sadly. But you know, I guess it's to make up for it, higher movement. Anyway. Take this guy. Yeah. That is not also nice. Marth, damn it, you won round. Wait, why did I attack? I was gonna give that kill to. I want to like not attack. Whatever. It's fine. That's completely fine. Okay, Abel. Just quick iron sword. It's fine. Now, who's that who thinks they can sneak up on us? Oh, what's this? I spied the Altaian prince. Oi, listen up, you lot. Bag the prince. Dead or alive will fetch us as sweet a reward as the mind can conjure. So now, I believe that just triggered the enemies to move, which is fine. So yeah, Alfred took quite a beating there. Then another vulnerary. Okay, do I double? I probably don't. No, I don't. Yeah, let's do that. They have archers. You need to take care they don't pick us off from afar. So yeah, archers, they have bows. They're 2 range only, so you can go right up to them and just be like, oh, hi. Oh, yeah, I guess the speed formula I'll mention. Speed is basically like, if you have 4 higher speed than the enemy, you're gonna double them. Although there is weapon weight to take into consideration, so like, I just don't remember the formula for weapon weight, like how exactly it works. That's fine. You know, since he's gonna attack me when he retaliates, so like, he's gonna attack me after, so I'm gonna equip Javelin so I can kill him on retaliation. Damn it, Marth. We won around these guys. Also, overall, bows fucking suck in most Fire Emblem games. Because, you know, being locked to 2 range isn't exactly a good thing, because then you can just get ganged up on. They're good in, like, player-faced focused Fire Emblem games, which, at least on harder difficulties, for Shadow Dragon, bows are somewhat more useful because you need good chip damage early on. So overall, they're just not good. I'd say like the games that they're good in are like Binding Blade. See, so Binding Blade, Shadow Dragon. New Mystery actually is pretty good for it, mainly because of the higher difficulties. Then there's Fates. They're not good. They're just as Takumi, who's good. He's just a good unit, but bows are not good. Are not that great in Fates. Awakening, they're no. Like Virion is all right for chip damage at least, but yeah. Radiant Dawn. Yeah, that's about it. Like that's about it for good bows. That's just how it is, sadly. Bow units. I mean, I don't mind using bow units for memes. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you don't want around this guy, that's good. I can give this kill to Frey. You know, actually, well, 3 houses, never mind. 3 houses have bows are really good, and echo. Why didn't I think of fucking echoes and guiding? I'm so stupid. Yeah, bows are good there. The bows are good there at least. So there are some Fire Emblem games where bows are good, some where they're just outright fucking horrid. There's no like balance to it. It's either they're like some of the best weapons in the game, or they're complete trash. There's no really any I guess Binding Blade is the closest to an in between. Since yes, player fate is Frey. Since I guess it is even though it is player face focused, like there's still not absurdly broken bows. Anyway, Pure Water gives you res, pretty much. Which honestly, Pure Water is very very useful for the Arcanea games, because no res. Anyway, as you can notice, you have to seize a point with Marth in every chapter, and that's one reason why you don't really need to use them. You just have to make them seize. It's just like Roy. It's just like Roy. Except I think actually Roy is much more useful than Marth, at least in Shadow Dragon. I'd say Marth is better in the 3 other Arcanea games, because Marth is actually really good in those games because of the access to good swords you get. And since Shadow Dragon, this game specifically just does Marth really dirty. Anyway, Sire, it gladdens me to see you in one piece. It's not safe for you here. We must be away at once. Prince Marth, where are you? Answer me, Sire. Hi, Kain. No one cares about you. Kain, that's Kain. Kain, you're supposed to be in Gra. Why have you returned without those wounds? Sire, it's really you. I feared the worst. This message would go In that state, I don't know how you even stayed a horse. Those gashes need to be treated at once. No, Sire. No, Sire. None until we escaped. But why? No, Sire. Oh, the FE1 LP, anyone that has ever played the Shadow Dragon games, they know that fucking LP, and I wish it continued because it was hilarious. I'm probably gonna be quoting a lot of memes from that and the Shadow Dragon OVA. But who cares? A bit overdone, but I don't give a shit. I still fucking love those memes. Kain, I trust you can put off bleeding to death for just a while longer. Of course, Sire, I aim to please. Princess Elise, the enemy is nearly upon us. Gather your things quickly. No, Malladus, I'm staying here. Staying here? What madness is this? Too many people have died to keep Altea and its castle safe. I cannot abandon what so many lives have bought. With father and mother unaccounted for, I am the natural choice to remain with Altea's people. And besides, by staying, I can buy time for the rest of you to escape. Nonsense, just gather your things and... Malladus, I am not suggesting, I am commanding. If something befalls father, Marth will become the last person in the entire world worthy of wielding Falchion. I want you to guide him, Malladus, even when the rest of us no longer can. Princess, I will try my best. There's not much time. Go, Malladus, go. There you go. Just 2 more prologue maps left. And we have 2 more units that we can talk about. Thus, Prince Marth escaped Altea Castle with Sir Jagan and company at his side. However, this success would mean little to him once he learned the cost. The boy's woes were just beginning. Kain, how are your wounds? You should rest. These scratches, it's my pride to your wounding, Sire. Anyway, we must talk. There's a reason I've returned, Sire. I am to deliver to you His Majesty's last words. Last words? You don't mean father? Yep, dead father in a Fire Emblem game. You're gonna be seeing that a lot. My condolences, Sire. The king died valiantly on the fields of Gra. The traitors took from him the divine blade falchion and gave no quarter to those of our soldiers who remained. I see, still they're all dead. Father too. His last words were as follows. Tell my son that I leave the future of Altea and our continent in his hands. He must rise now where I have fallen. As Falchion's rightful heir, he has been born into greatness. Now he must be great. Father, I will try. Sire, I cannot bear this. Failing to protect his majesty, then leaving my brothers to die, slinking away like some coward. This indignity is too much to bear. One day I will repay them in kind. I will avenge the fallen, I swear it. Cain, you speak for us both. When that day comes, we will punish them together. Gra, Doler, all of them. And that's Cain's last lines of dialogue. It's so sad. The prologue definitely gives more character to these guys, but like, it doesn't really help. Sire, we ought to pay a visit to these homes outside the castle. Yeah, we can visit those old homes. They don't really do much other than give you tiny tutorials, for the most part. Your countrymen love you, perhaps they have knowledge that may serve us. Also like just tiny lore bits. Anyway, let's talk about the next two units we have. Next we got Cain. If any of you guys actually get the little joke with Cain and Abel, well, read the Bible, I guess. Anyway, here's Cain. He's another Cavalier. He's part of the Christmas Cavaliers, as people would like to call them. Like green and red-haired Cavaliers that have a specific skill, like specific growth rates and base stats. So Cain has the higher, like basically how it works is one has a higher sword rank, the other has a higher lance rank. Strength and speed is what differentiates the two when it comes to their stats. In this case, Cain has a higher strength base but a lower strength growth. He has 75% HP, 35 strength, 0 magic, 50 skill, 50 speed, 80 luck, 20 defense, and 0 red. Why he has 80 luck, I have no fucking clue. But like, yeah, it's usually like the difference is the red hair, like the red-based Cavalier is like more strength and luck oriented, while the green hair, like the green one, is more skill and speed. Overall, like, I don't really care for like the whole archetype things for Fire Emblem. They don't really determine what makes a unit like specifically good. It doesn't really explain much. Because like there's so many of these kind of there's so many of these kinds of units, and sometimes they're different, and a lot of the times they differentiate from each other. So anyway, Cain's overall utility, he's alright, I guess. My only issue is his lance rank, because you know, E-base lances can't even use javelins at base, and you know, 2 ranks off from C, which is where you get a really great weapon. Cain overall is like worse, in my opinion, than Abel and even Frey. But he's still, you know, still a Cavalier, you know, at the end of the day, still a Cavalier, still can move around fast, and still has decent base stats. Anyway, next we got Jagan, the Paladin, I don't want to know. Is another specific archetype for Fire Emblem. The promoted unit that you get early in the game. So he's a promoted Cavalier Paladin with 10 movement. He has a high lance rank. He has a B rank lances, which is just fantastic overall. He has good base stats, like that. And his whole thing with this archetype is lower growth rates. 40% HP, 20% strength, 0% magic, 35% skill, 15% speed, 30% luck, 20% defense, and 0% res. Now overall, base stats matter more than growth rates, and yeah, so Dragon overall is just a fantastic unit. Helps you a lot with the early game. He can even like be somewhat useful in mid game as well. End game is where, you know, he does fall off, as most of these archetypes do. But for the most part, his performance will be pretty good. And got the best. His like, you know, really good base stats overall, and all. This whole thing. So I love that kind of unit specifically. Anyway, let's go visit the house with Jagan. Just because you see an enemy over yonder doesn't mean you should go running up to him like a fool. Lure one out, then take him down, then go on and lure out the next. That's how we did it when I was a lad. Yeah, so basically just turtling. Like, oh, we gotta be in range of one guy. I mean, pretty sure I can handle more than one enemy. I mean, this guy can't even reach. I mean, we can't even have the other guys reach me. Actually, no, we're gonna have that guy reach me. Yeah, that's not gonna. I'm not gonna die. I take 4 hits from these guys. I'm gonna be able to be taking 3 hits. So let's see, strength. Able. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes when it comes to the Cavaliers in this game, I just get really garbage with them, with them in regards to like their growths. I don't like with their like level ups. I don't know why this happens. There's been times when I've gotten fucking blank level ups with Abel. Look, Sire, not all of Grau's might harries the castle. They've left soldiers here outside. At least we'll have no place to escape. Let's seize that fort across the water. Perhaps we can quash enemy reinforcements at the source. Yeah, enemy reinforcements. There's going to be quite a lot of those, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of certain types of reinforcements, the ambush spawns, as they call it. Basically, oh my god, I just dodged 96 and I just crit him with 3%. Okay, Abel, making up for that shitty level up, I guess. Yeah, these reinforcements aren't that type, but there's a type of reinforcements where they move on the same turn that they spawn, and I fucking despise them. With every fiber of my being, I hate ambush spawns with a burning passion. They're not fun. Basically telling you, hey, memorize this map. HP, luck, and defense, and oh my god, okay, Marth. What the fuck? Okay, he got red, that's cool. Okay, Kane, you visit the house. I think you can't reach anything right now. Sire, Sir Jagan is a paladin, the champion of Altair. He may be old, but he's as strong as an ox. Still, you can't have a champion like him do everything. That's not fair to all your would-be future champions. Let your other units fight and gain experience, or you may find yourself in a real fix down the line. Don't listen to that guy. You are completely fine if you don't even bother using anyone else, because you get good units. You still get good units overall, even without Jagan. Anyway, man, dodging a 96 and getting a 3% crit. I don't have luck like that. I'm probably never gonna get like as lucky as that ever again in this run. Okay, go after Frey. That's fine. Abel, you get the level up. I still can't believe it. 96%. Oh, that's almost 35 minutes. Okay, well, it's a good thing there's only one more prologue left. Sorry. HP, skill, speed, defense. Okay, that's a good level up. That guy can't reach me. He's a hand axe. That's another ranged weapon. Axes are still pretty good in this game as well. The swords are probably like the worst weapon type in this game. Actually, no. Well, yeah, swords. Even bows have their use on hard 5. Javelins and hand axes are versatile weapons that let you attack both up close and from a short distance away. Yeah, I pretty much already explained that. Oh my god, okay. What is it with these low percent dodges? Hey, Jagan. Go on and destroy this fucking guy's life. Hand axes don't really have good hits, so that's probably something you're gonna see miss for a bit. Actually, no, he has 1 skill. Never mind, no wonder he fucking missed. Anyway, I'm not gonna visit the house. I'm just gonna... Bam. You can skip battles by pressing start, which is a nice little thing. I like that a lot. Kane, yeah, you're on house visiting duty. If you get hurt, rest a spell at a fort. A short stay there and you'll be feeling as whole as ever. Oh yeah, it's forts, they give 1 extra defense, 15 avoid, and they heal 20% of your HP. I like forts a lot. And watch out for forts as well, because they tend to be where reinforcements come from. Mages, that complicates things. They don't need to get us close to do us harm. We need to approach carefully. Yeah, mages have all of their weapons are 1 to 2 hit. Although there's a weapon later on that doesn't hit. It's for farther, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. So yeah, mages are pretty good overall in Shadow Dragon because no one has res, although their magic tends to be pretty bad overall. Like, it doesn't really matter, I guess. See, do I not double this guy? Oh, good, I don't double this guy. Again, my boy. Don't expect episodes this long because, well, I'm only going to be doing one chapter a map. Because maps, I mean, I could technically skip them, like, at a certain point, pretty much, but I'm not going to do that. I like playing through maps and getting as much experience as I can. I'm not really one for, like, low turn counting games. HP skill. Frey! Come on! 69. What's with the 69% hits, man? Ow, I got hit. Okay, Jagan is about to die. Okay. As you can see, promoted units, at this point at least, they don't really get that much experience. That's fine. Anyway, Javelin. Ouchies. The pure water gives, I believe, like +5 res or +7 res, and they like each turn it goes down a number. Anyway, Kane, you can, yeah, just hit him once, Kane, so that the other ones can get a kill. He's gonna get this kill. I'm gonna give it to Frey. There we go, Frey. Double in these mages. And there is Abel doubling these mages as well. There we go. Easy. Now we just seize. And third prologue is done. There, that ought to do it for the enemy soldiers around here. Malladus, why aren't you with my sister? Did you leave her someplace safe? Princess Elise will not be joining us. She has elected to stay at the castle. Hold, Sire, where are you going? What do you think? Stop, Sire, to consider for a moment why the princess would go so far as to lie to you to ensure your escape. Your sister knows that you are the future of Altea, nay, the whole land. His last words were as follows: tell my son that I leave the future of Altea and our continent in his hands. Our future? Sire, you must live. Drink deeply now of these injustices. Sup on these slights they deserve. Remember them. One day you will lead us back here to avenge the fallen and reclaim Altea to their names. Then it seems my life is no longer mine to hazard. In your veins flows the blood of a hero, the blood of Henri. You are a son of House Arcanea, and sole heir to Falchion, our only hope of defeating Medius, Emperor of Dolor. Sire, weren't in my power, I would have you choose your own path, but I'm afraid your path has chosen you. There you go. Now it's time for the last prologue. Prologue 4. Martha and his knights took refuge in a forest near Altea's borders, lying low while they waited for the right chance to escape the kingdom. Before long, the enemy grew less watchful. The time to slip away had come. Still, the prince would not quell the sadness in his heart for his sister Elise. Prince Marth, Sire, are you listening? Huh? Oh, Malladus. Get a hold of yourself, Sire. I know how you grieve, but the Gra host that pursues us will not be interested. We must keep moving, and with all haste at that. I'm sorry, these thoughts are hard to put aside. From here, we will cross out of Altea and begin our escape to Talus. I trust you are prepared. Talus, I've heard the name, an island kingdom to the east, isn't it? That is correct, the king there was a good friend to your father, and perhaps more importantly, a true friend. It was Princess Ellis. I don't remember if it's Ellis or Elise. Probably Ellis. No, I think the pronunciation was Elise, but at the same time. Well, there's only one other pronunciation, that's in the anime. And I don't think the anime really counts. So I guess... No, I'm gonna name you Ellis, just So there's no confusion with Ellis and Elise. Actually, no, there's not really any confusion with them. But fuck it, Ellis. I'm used to Ellis. It was Princess Ellis's wish that you would seek refuge in Talos should things ever go awry. Me, but not her. I've arranged for a boat to take us from the northeast shore, but to get there we'll first need to cut through prison to the north. I managed to come by a key to the premises. Let me hand it over. The door key. Now, on the road, you may notice people who seem to be fighting for Gra against their wishes. Before you resort to your blade, you should try talking to them first. Pretty much a little hint to tell you, hey, you can recruit enemies. Except you can't actually do that in this map. Actually, you can, but you'll see. Anyway, this. Let's see, Kane, you're gonna go to this house. You're on house visiting duty. Boy, I don't envy you. The enemy horde is closing in on you faster than a bolt of Thoron. You and your friends had better hightail it out of here. So yeah, I have a door key, opens doors. Although, door keys are going to be very, very useless at one point in time. So don't worry about having them around. But damn, this fucking fighter can take a punishment. Altean south of the prison? Yes, sire, not many of them. But the scouts say they're a tough bunch all the same, and guess who's with them? You're saying the prince is coming this way? Yes, sir. How ought we proceed? The main force has yet to arrive, and to be honest, sir, we need him. Bah, you're cowed too easily. We can win if we set a trap. A trap, sire? The Prince of Altea will be ours. Just do as I tell you, and we'll pluck this royal plum long before the main force can show up to steal all the glory. Heh. Alright. Bows. I think, yeah, you're fine. They don't kill me. Oh, wait. Frey. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, restarting. Yeah, if unit dies, they're dead forever. Anyway, let's try this again. This time, without cocking it up. Jesus Christ, that was really bad of me. Let me stay in the forest for some void. You can take the punishment, Jagan, so I'm gonna put you here. I'm so fucking stupid. Holy shit, that was bad. I'm gonna skip that dialogue because we've already seen it. Yeah, well, now we're good. You, inside. Heh, I thought Altea was the great hero, Henri's king. Didn't take more than a couple of days to break you. Now did it, Gaggles? What's the matter, Gaggles? Can't talk because you're gagged? Gaggles? I love this. The dialogue is actually really fucking weird in this game, but it's also hilarious at the same time. I'll let you in on a little secret. Altea's little princeling is on his way here right this moment. Oh, but sad for you look awfully dangerous in that uniform. Mr. Gra, soldier. Huh, as soon as the prince sees you, he'll say, yeah, it's an enemy ambush, and that'll be the end of you. Once the prince sicks you like a pig, we get to call him Martha Tyrant because he kills his own countrymen. Wouldn't that be a hoot? So long, Gaggles. Better start praying to your higher deity of choice. So yeah, looks like we have someone that we don't need to kill. And he just doesn't have a weapon on him, and he's also named. It's usually a good indicator of being able to recruit somebody is if they're named and they're not a boss. $69. What's with them having 69 hit? It's just... It's funny, at least. Okay, no one's gonna die here. Abel, don't. Okay, no, never mind. Goes for Kane. That's fine. Oh wait, Kane, don't take this hit. Oh no, it's a hand axe guy. Lol. Anyway, now we can talk to this guy. We can talk to Gordon. Yo, it's an enemy ambush. He even got it right with what he was gonna fucking say. Huh? You've been gagged? Here, I'll get that. Wait, I know you. You're one of our archers. Gordon, sire. My name is Gordon. The enemy captured me and left me in this mortifying state. I see. Well, I'm glad you're unharmed. But I'm afraid we cannot stay here a moment longer. Stay behind me and... I can fight, sire. If you have a bow I could use, I would be honored to fight at your side. I'm here. Mars! Yep. Oh, Gordon. My favorite character from the anime. Because of his fucking hilarious voice and dialogue. Like, honestly, what the fuck were they? I mean, the anime was, like, objectively shit, but, like, they hit it on the... I hit it on the mark! With the dialogue. Level up for Frey. There we go, a much, much better level up. I should have actually saved that. That's fine. I'll use my silver lance just to kill. No experience for you, Kane. Iron bow. There we go. Now we can visit this house. Sometimes victory in the battlefield requires that someone you care about make a sacrifice, but parting with one comrade may be the only way to meet another. You need to learn to accept your losses in life and move forward. I don't have to do that. Well, I mean, there's one time I have to do that, but not for the whole game. You'll see why, thanks to the full content patch. So anyway, oh yeah, let's talk about Gordon. Yeah, an archer, and he's pretty fucking terrible. Skill rates are as follows: 60% HP, 20% strength, 0% magic, 40% skill, 35% defense, speed, 40% luck, 30% defense, 0% res. He's there for chip damage, but I fucking love him as a meme, so you know what? I'm probably gonna end up using him. Who knows? It all depends, really. I don't want to tap into fresh memes, but like, Gordon's still a meme I love. So anyway, where's that bow? Well, where's that bow? Wait, we got a bunch of knights here. Oh, yep. We're surrounded. Listen, men. Your target is the prince. Find the Prince of Altea and bring me his head served on a shield. Look there. No, honorary sailors. Follow the places to be beset. Sire, that is Grau's main force, and they are accompanied by the Knights of Grau's Sable Order. Our chances of routing them are slim, I'm afraid, and those of slipping away undetected afterward, all but nil. Then we've no hope? I can think of one strategy. We could leave a decoy behind for when the enemy catches up. A decoy? It's you they're after, sire. We're one of your men to stay behind disguised as you. Well, the enemy ought to take the bait. That would give you any other time to escape. One of your men must make for that fortress on the South High Road. He will act as a decoy by dressing as you and learn the enemy force away. But Malladus, how will he find his way back to us? Sire, he may not. You must part with one of your comrades. There is no other way. Well, I will find a way. You cannot expect me to agree to abandoning one of our own to a death at the hands of the enemy. Surely there must be another way. Forgive me, sire, but it is our only chance. You know as well as I do that you must not die here today. And yeah, it's literally unavoidable. You can try to hack in the door key so you can open this. It won't open. You have to sacrifice someone. And from the sounds of like when you play hard mode, it seems like they're all have silver lances and they all have high stats. You can't beat them. From what it seems like from the from like how hard mode is presented, you're supposed to sacrifice for it. Which why the fuck would you? And Gordon technically is our worst unit here, but I fucking love him. So yeah, Kane, goodbye. I don't care about you that much, Kane. So, yeah. Give me your weapons, Kane. I don't remember if they go to the convoy after, but doesn't matter. Anyway, yep, Kane's our decoy. Sire, allow me. Look, it's Prince Marth. Oh yeah, who's that then? That bloke over there is just in the same clothes. Could be either of them. Simpletons, use your head. One of them ran, the other one didn't. What does that tell you? Easy. The one who stayed behind is trying to buy time for the one who fled. So the one who took off is the real prince, you idiots. Yes. Hi, troops after him. Put that curving whelp to the sword. And they all escape down there. Kane? What? Kane! Quickly, Melody, we must head south and rescue him. No, sire. We have to press on. Press on? Kane might be dying back there. If he is, then why would he be so selfish to let him die in vain? Honor him by allowing his life and his choice to mean something. Kane. Alright. I will honor him. I will go. There's different dialogue for doing on who you sacrifice. I've literally known somebody who sacrificed fucking Jagan there. I'm like, excuse me? You're gonna sacrifice Jagan? Prince fled south. Bah, seems the plums fallen too far from our tree. No matter, open the north door. We can still crush Altain and Rabu he left behind. There we go. Now we can finally go there. Oh, yep. There goes Kane. I mean, I did say I wasn't really going to use him, so yeah. You have to kill somebody, and I like Gordon too much, so it had to be him. So let's go up here. So yeah, sadly, yeah, you can't circumnavigate that. Even with Zero, I'm guessing Zero tried to do that, but it didn't end up working out. Anyway, 4 fucking speed. Like, literally the enemy archers are better than Gordon. That's just so funny to me. They're like, the enemy archers have better stats than Gordon right now. Two damage. Oh wow, didn't kill him. Oh, it's a kill for Gordon. Never mind, he got doubled. Okay, one more Silver Lance. That's fine if I use a bit of my Silver Lance this early on. It's completely fine. 5 points! I mean, he's doing 4 damage. If he had 1 more strength, he'd be doing 5 points! Yeah, I'm probably gonna be quoting the anime a lot. I don't give a shit. Fucking love the anime so much. Okay, using the lance here. Okay, well, we're almost at the 1 hour, but that's the end of the map pretty much. Also, as you can tell, yeah, this prologue was only added in this game. There's no prologue in the original game. Which is alright, you know. I'm giving more of this. It's nice. Sorry, there's a village over yonder. Its residents may be willing to help. Why don't you try paying them a visit? Ah, there's Pegasus Knights. Forgot about the Pegasus Knight reinforcements. They have 8 speed. Oof. Anyway, those villages only Marth can only Marth can visit. I don't know why they had to do that, but it's fine. Bosses move like usual. And one thing that bow units are at least decent with, they do effective damage against flyers, so that's nice, I guess. Oh, 69. And now I don't want to give you any more experience, Jagan. Yeah, we gotta hurry this up a bit. Blah, blah, blah. Level up for Abel. HP, strength, skill. Okay, that's a good level up. Anyway, actually, do they kill? 12. No, they don't kill Gordon. Oh, Gordon! Are you fucking kidding me, Gordon? You don't kill in 1 hit. That's fine. Because you're gonna come along, Frey, to chip him down for Gordon. Yahoo! My word, aren't you? No, you cannot stay here. Run before their soldiers come back. Here, this is the bow my granddaughter always used. Take it, sire. Please, promise you'll stay safe. Steel bow. That's a D rank bow, so that means Gordon can use it. And I'm gonna to use Silver Lance against the boss. He's got a 1% crit chance. I maybe should not have done that. That's fine. Abel's gonna get the kill. Okay, thank God I gave the Iron Lance to him from Cain. There you go. No, not even a boss combo. That's fine. He's gonna get doubled. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. 57 minutes. I'm just gonna give one last bit of experience to Gordon. Gotta give him a steel bow just so he can do more damage. There you go. That's it. All me. Take it. There you go. And that is the end of the prologue. Prince Marth, make haste, sire. Draug, was that you? What are you doing here? I received word from Sir Maladus to ready a vessel, that we might slip away discreetly by sea. Draug, sir, the enemy has crossed the border from the west. They'll be upon us soon. Right, we're on our way. Sire, this is Norn. She caught wind of our struggle and wishes to fight for Altea. Prince Marth, 'tis an honor. By your leave, though, I'll be saving the courtesy bobbin for later. Quickly, sire. This is the wrong prince? No, you dare make a fool of me? Kill him, make this Prince Mimar suffer. Glory to Altea, land of my birth. Farewell, sire, fortune protect you. And they actually, and depending on who you choose there, it's actually their normal death quote, which is actually kind of nice. And so Marth and his knight left Altea heavy of heart and bleary of eye. Look, sire, see how Altea shrinks on the horizon? Pardon? I am a craven, powerless to save my sister, to stanch my kingdom's wounds, to ease my people's fears. This was your only recourse, sire, but surely one day you'll be able to set things right. Surely? Why do words of such conviction smack so much of uncertainty when spoken? Not surely, Jagan, assuredly. Gra will pay for all their acts. Today, though, allow me to wallow in this pain, to feel every awful twist of it. I never want to forget. Sire, I will return, Altea. Your prince will return to you one day. And there we go. That is the end of the prologue. Yeah, chapter 1. Well, you're not going to be seeing that. So yeah, that was pretty much, an hour-long episode. And yeah, once again, like I said, we're not going to be doing an episode like this again. I just want to do all the prologue in one episode. From here on for this series, it's going to be one chapter an episode. Same for other Fire Emblem games when I play them. Oh, sorry about that. So anyway, that's it for this episode. We went through the entirety of Marth's prologue. We got a lot of characters. Cain has to sadly sacrifice himself to protect us, which is fine. And in the next episode, we're going to be seeing another benefit of the Zero Sound patch, as well as seeing 3 more units. Well, 4 more units actually in the next chapter. See you guys then. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was fun.